Dear Joshua, by the time you're reading this, I'll already be long gone. Please do not be concerned by my abrupt departure from the Phoenixes, and know that I will not stray far. The Phoenixes have been a wonderful home for the past many years, but it's time I returned to my own. With the recent attacks and now this break-in at the ministry, my people need their leader now more than ever. I apologize for not telling you sooner, but I had to keep myself and my true identity safe, and the only way to do that was to keep it a secret. Please know this decision was not made lightly. The movement has begun and they're forcing my hand. I've done all I can to prepare for this moment, and I wish you and the Phoenixes the best. I will only ask one thing of you, and that is to not get involved. These will be trivial times, and the Phoenixes do not deserve to be dragged into the middle of this. As always, stay safe and look out for each other. Sincerely, KDW Everard, the Werewolf Alpha.
Dear Diary, I can't believe that I've gotten this far. 1 year ago marks the night that everything started. I miss her so much more than I ever thought I would. I wish that she could be here tomorrow. She should have been here right next to me. You see, Callista was my best friend through everything. During our sorting, and even when we were forced to join the Dark Followers. That night we were on a mission for the Dark Followers. We were walking through the forest when we were attacked. The old vampire was crazy and rogue. He kept going on about how he was nothing more than a monster. I was bitten and turned. Callista was not as fortunate, and passed away. From that moment on, I found my family within the vampires. I will turn our community into a safe haven the Dark Followers never were to us. I am bringing the vampires together. They need me, and I will be there for each and every one of them. Tomorrow I shall be coronated as the Vampire Queen, and I will never forget how I got here. You may enter. Thank you for coming so quickly. I need to discuss something with you.
Of course. How may I be of assistance?
I just received this letter from Katie. She requested to meet with us.
Well, isn't this a surprise? On what basis?
The werewolves are not thrilled with our acts at the Orlock base.
I mean, we did steal the ingredient, but what do they expect to achieve from this trivial little meeting? Us to return it with no opposition? That's not an option.
I'm afraid this may lead to.
You think it will actually escalate to the worst?
I fear so.
Perhaps we should reply. Give them a chance to back down.
No, we will show up, but we will not warn them. The less time that they have to prepare, the more likely that we have the upper hand.
Who will we be bringing?
I feel that I should bring Alexei and Lennox.
I agree. I wish to join you as well.
Of course, I must have the vampire count by my side.
Very well, my queen. I shall make the appropriate preparations. They won't know what hit them.
Yes. We shall strike with stealth and precision where it hurts them most. That is the way of the vampires.
If the vampires received my message, they should be arriving shortly. Then if all goes to plan, we should have the ingredient back by the end of the night.
That's if they come. They could just leave us standing here all night.
Now that you mention it, I guess we could have. Would you like us to turn back now?
I think we all know that would be unwise. You've come here, that obviously means you're willing to talk. While we do not support any of the violent acts you've committed, most recently the ministry break-in, cross the line. That line being you stole something we gave to the ministry for safekeeping. Our agenda tonight is simple. Get you to return what you've stolen.
If this item was so important to you, why give it to the ministry?
It was given to the ministry as a sign of good faith, one I hope will be returned by you giving it back to us.
We have intel that it would not be in the vampire's best interest to return this item. What do you have to say to this?
While I'm sure this ingredient would greatly benefit both sides here, the fact of the matter is that it rightfully belongs to the werewolves, and should be returned immediately.
What makes the werewolves more deserving of this ingredient than the vampires? Clearly you've had enough time with it in your possession to use it, and yet have taken no action. I do not think it unfair to say it is time for someone else to have a chance.
This has nothing to do with taking turns and everything to do with rightful ownership. We are not discussing a children's toy. We're discussing a life-changing item. I think you would do well to treat the situation with more importance.
It should also be noted that failure to return this item will result in consequence. Now this is your chance to rectify the situation so it doesn't get to that point. And who said we haven't used it?
Is that a threat?
We are in no way frightened by your frivolous challenge. We will not be returning the ingredient. If it means coming to blows, then I suggest you prepare for a loss.
We did not want it to come to this, but we are prepared to fight.
If you won't return it, then I see no point in continuing this discussion. Words are useless. This means only one thing: war.
Very well then. See you on the battlefield.
Dear sister, you may have already seen it in the stars, but dark days are coming. Ones where we will have to make difficult choices. I have made the first of many, reaching out to you. My people have worked many long years behind the scenes, following a leader that may have already been announced as this reaches you. And we were content to stay that way, until now. Something important was stolen from us, from the ministry, where we thought it would be safe. We are not a violent group by any means, but we will not stand for this. Sides will be chosen, and I hope you choose the right one, as this will not end without blood. We have agreed to fight the vampires to get back what is rightfully ours. Prepare your defenses and warn your people. War is coming. I wish you the best in times ahead and hope that no harm comes to you. With love, Callie Sullen, Werewolf Beta.